To understand this instinct, we need to go way back, to our ancestors. For most of human history, survival didn't depend on being the smartest, but on being part of the group. Tribes protected, fed, and supported you. Being cast out meant danger, sometimes death. So, over thousands of years, our brains evolved to prioritize belonging over truth. And anything, or anyone, that disrupted the harmony of the group was seen as a threat. When a deep thinker questions group norms or exposes flaws in common beliefs, they trigger that ancient alarm system. Even in modern society, that primitive wiring kicks in. This person is different. This person is dangerous. Modern neuroscience confirms this. When people feel intellectually inferior, their amygdala, the brain's fear center, activates. It responds to the deep thinker not as a friend, but as a threat. This response is even more intense in group settings. One-on-one, someone may admire your insights, but in front of others, they may feel exposed, compared, judged. So instead of engaging with your ideas, they might dismiss, ridicule, or simply walk away. In the digital age, the gap has only widened. Social media rewards speed, simplicity, and certainty. It favors bite-sized opinions over deep reflection. Algorithms push content that gets quick reactions, not thoughtful discussion. Meanwhile, deep thinkers often speak in nuance. They ask questions, explore contradictions, admit uncertainty. But online, those qualities are seen as weakness. It's no surprise that loud, confident voices dominate the conversation, while thoughtful ones fade into the background. Several mental shortcuts, called cognitive biases, also work against deep thinkers. The Dunning-Kruger effect: those who know the least often believe they know the most. Status quo bias: we prefer familiar lies over uncomfortable truths. The backfire effect: when challenged, we don't change our beliefs. We double down. These biases are hardwired into our psychology, making it even harder for deep thinkers to be heard. Philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer once wrote that intelligence is not a blessing, but a curse. Why? Because the more clearly a person sees the world, the harder it becomes to connect with those who don't. Most people are driven by what Schopenhauer called the will to live, the instinct to seek comfort, pleasure, and security. But deep thinkers often develop a will to truth, a relentless desire to understand reality, even when it hurts. That search for truth can be beautiful, but it can also be lonely. So, if you've ever felt alone in your thoughts, misunderstood in your conversations, or out of place in shallow spaces, you're not broken. You're just seeing what others can't, or won't. And while the path of the deep thinker is often solitary, it is also the path that leads the world forward. Keep thinking, even if no one's listening, yet.